What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So, guys, I want to talk about a lot of unaccountability that happens, especially in the celebrity world, especially with some of your what do you call these people? A reality show guests, hosts, and things like that. And of course, you know me, Real Housewives of Atlanta. These people to me are not that talented. I think if you're ever on these shows, it just goes to show you how much of talent you didn't have in general. But anyways, today we're talking about Sheree Whitfield. Now, Sheree Whitfield is not a very likable person. If you've ever seen her, or maybe if you had the bad luck of interacting with her in real life, you can come to a consensus from just watching her on television. Nobody likes her. And obviously we know about her estranged marriage to Mr. Bob Whitfield. She accused Bob Whitfield of doing everything under the sun. Okay? Some of which Bob has admitted to, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. But Bob Whitfield has went on about his life. Living a life very patiently, owned up to the issues in the relationship. I don't believe Sheree ever did that. And Bob just went away, living a great life without her. But now, here's what I've noticed about a lot of ladies who claim that men are the problems. What happens to them? That's my question. Typically, they go and ruin their own life. First of all, that's primary. You see, it's a common thing. Once a woman has been with a man, she accuses that man of doing everything under the sun. He's a bad husband. He's this and that. Okay, he could be. It's quite possible. But then now, if you're such a good catch, then we would be able to measure who your next person is. This is only true. If, like Damon Dash said he created Jay-Z. What did Jay-Z said? Go create another one. Could Dame Dash do it? Dame Dash is a joke. He is a laughing stock in the hip hop world after Jay-Z. He has done nothing. What Dame Dash does is run his mouth. So obviously, out of the two people, we can see who was more successful. Jay-Z has had an illustrious career. Dame Dash has been a bum. Sorry, it's the truth. Sheree Whitfield, what did she do? Well, outside of making herself look bad on certain reality shows, then there was the Tyrone Gilliam's guy. You know, Tyrone Gilliam, the convict that she was in love with, Mr. Pookie himself. And she ended up not even really dealing with him anymore because he couldn't stand her, from what I understand. Mr. Gilliams was ghosting her. Imagine that. You get ghosted by a guy you waited for in prison. He gets out of prison, doesn't even want to deal with you anymore. Think about that. Now, this has nothing to do with Bob Whitfield. Bob is somewhere living his life away from her. His life expectancy, in my opinion, is even risen by 15 years. Because Sheree is a destroyer of relationships. Okay? So, the guy doesn't even want her anymore. So now let's talk about this whole debacle here. Now Sheree Whitfield has planned 14 years to put together a shady clothing line. More weaves, more sandals. Exactly what we need in the world today. Let's get in the game like everybody else and sell the same things. And there she is right there. More weaves, no sandals, barefooted, but it's okay. I mean, it's a nice weave, whatever, right? But now, here's what she did. 14 years selling a $130 gray two-piece athletic set that looks like Shine in Amazon. The same thing. They're selling it for less. But here's another part. Okay? That's hilarious. The website crashed in the first day. Now I want you to see her stuff here and look at Shine. It's the same exact thing. You waited 14 years to do this. Listen, what's the issue here? Let me tell you something. You guys didn't catch it. Sheree Whitfield, as a wife, didn't add any value to her husband. Sheree Whitfield, as a business owner, doesn't want to add value to the women who like her or want to pay her. Same person, same problem. Marriage and business, the same mindset. So now who do you blame for this? Because you don't care. It's all about you. Because it's you. People need to get ripped off and they're dumb, right? Like they can't go on and see it's the same thing that Shine is selling for less. You let your fans get this. After all of the weaving and sandling you did all on these shows, these people wanted to support you. You don't even care about your fan base enough to give them value. Just like you didn't care about your husband enough to give him any value. And guess what black men are watching? Because this is an attitude that you see here. Especially amongst the, I would say, the fake rich business class people, especially in the female sector here. B. Simone, these people, they want to be rich, but they don't want to add any value. See, the thing about a guy like me and men, dealing with the men's sector, see, I gotta add value for me to stay here. Somehow, I gotta get better, I gotta improve. But I've noticed that with some women entrepreneurs, especially in the entertainment niche, okay, they feel that their fans should just monetize them for doing nothing. And that their fans are not smart enough, that they don't realize that that's AliExpress with the Shine garment on. Then you think you're gonna be with some man, which explains why at 52 years old, despite being beautiful and attractive, Sheree Whitfield has had a hard time getting with somebody. I can tell you why. Narcissism in impossible ways, maybe. Selfishness, maybe. Website still down. Why? Don't want to pay nobody. This is true of a lot of black businesses, but women too. You want to be a money maker, but you're terrible at business. But then you want to blame black men. How? The problem is you, boo. Let's sell overpriced things because you know what? I need to have a business that offers no value and people should pay me. And that is an attitude that we got to change in the black world. America, Africa. You know, I flew recently, Rwanda Airlines. Uganda Airlines too, but I'll talk about Rwanda Airlines. Rwanda Airlines was magnificent. It was the first time I've ever experienced somebody in the black world actively trying to compete for your business at the same level as non-blacks. Rwanda Airlines service was just as good as Qatar, which is immaculate. They thanked everybody in business class, and you know I flew that, rich, for the service, wanting you to come back. That's great. I think that's awesome. Sheree Whitfield, though, has a problem with that, right? Why isn't Sheree Whitfield the same? Because in other words, I'm Sheree Whitfield. Who are you? You should be glad I'm talking to you. That's the attitude here. So you can't do business, can't keep a man with that attitude. Perfect. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.